Well, if you guys have been following us for a while, you guys know that this is our 2019 KZ Durango, and we bought this back in 2018 at basically the Hershey RV show in Pennsylvania. That's where we first saw it. It's gone quite a few places with us. We've got a number of videos on the channel, so be sure to check those out if you haven't seen them before. Also, if you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified of new videos when they become available. Anyway, on to the topic of this video. Michelle and I lived in this RV for 15 months as we were building our house in Hernando, Florida. And when we moved into the house, it sat outside for about a month and a half. And then we backed it into this garage, and it has sat here ever since. There are some issues with the camper. Obviously, it's going on 7 years old now, 6 or 7 years old. But there's a couple of glaring problems. I'm going to show those to you guys right now. If you look at this sidewall, this has been a pain in our butts. We drove it to Shipshewana, Indiana, to get warranty repairs done on it. You can see that the sidewall is a little bit whiter there and there. They did repairs for some factory delamination. The glue was not put on properly, and we do have some additional delamination, if you will, happening. It's not water intrusion, it just wasn't put on properly at the factory. But also, if you will notice, and I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on video, but this side of the camper is yellowing. The fiberglass is actually turning yellow. It used to be white. It almost matched this painted trim here. I have actually gone over a couple of different spots with compound. It's nice and shiny there and dull here. It takes a little bit of it off, the yellow, but not all of it, unfortunately. We actually had a professional RV guy come in as well, and he did a square. You can't really see it under this ladder per se, but you might be able to make it out. Anyway, it's nice and shiny there. That's been compounded, polished. Looks great as far as the sheen goes, but it is still somewhat yellow, not the white that it should be. You can probably see it better there. Anyway, it's not a major problem. It's just really an aesthetics problem. We've also got some of the, I guess the Turnabond or whatever that stuff's called, the black stuff that goes around fittings. It has kind of melted out. By the way, this yellowing, I believe, is from the UV down here in Florida. It was intense, and it sat outside for 15 months getting hit by sand and reflecting off of the sand. The sun was. You can probably make out the front cap. It's just got some oxidation that just needs some polishing, and that would look great. I started on this corner down here a couple months ago, and then it got hot, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done. But anyway, the sidewalls need to be compounded. All that stuff around windows needs to be cleaned up. We do have some other issues that I want to show you. All right, I am on the roof right now. These skylights have turned yellow as well. The seals up here, the caulk needs to be replaced. I've been sitting here picking at it. You can see it's coming off quite easily, which means it's finished. So that is something else that might need to be done, or will need to be done. And that's going to have to be done in the front. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys. All right, so this will need to be replaced around here. That will need to be replaced. And I think we're going to actually replace the hardware, meaning the covers, brand new stuff. Up front here, this is all going to need to be redone. This is so dirty. When I put this in here, this was actually clean. The roof was also clean. It looked actually pretty good. So I think before we do any work, we're probably going to back this out, and then I'm going to clean the roof. All of these things will need to be redone. This one over here. That one. The solar panel. All the stuff around the solar panel. And if I can, I think I might add some more solar panels to this too, maybe. We'll see. This one back here. And then of course the ladder as well. Of course, it's not just this one side of the camper that needs to be compounded. The entire camper itself needs to be. Come around on this side. We had a leak in the camper on this slide out only when it's open. When it's closed, it wasn't leaking. I never found the source of it. I kind of think it's the window on the inside here, but I'm gonna have to do some more investigating to try to figure that out. Look how yellow this door is compared to the panel here. And I've been doing some experimenting here with doing some sanding with some fine grit sandpaper, and I'm getting mixed results. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. And last but not least on the outside is these Durango letters have started to peel and they don't look real good. So they probably need to be replaced, or I've looked online at a couple of different things you could possibly do to them to make them sit back down and re-glue them. I don't know. Is it that important? I don't know. By the way, this is going to be a really short video because it is very hot in here. Hey, would you believe it? After sitting for 3 years, the batteries are still working on these locks. I did a review video on these locks and installing it. Very good lock. Okay, the inside. Obviously our slides are in currently. We have a dehumidifier running in here and it is collecting water. On the inside, our chairs are quite a mess. The crappy fabric that they use on these RVs. There you go. That's just giving you an example how bad they are. The sofa's not nearly as bad back there, but it is still bad. Not exactly sure what we're going to do about those. The refrigerator, we had some issues with it. If you recall, we got a replacement from the factory. That was working great up until about maybe 3 months before we moved out of the camper. We also do have some yellowing of plastic inside on the camper. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that was all white at one time. And the biggest issue inside the camper is our shower. You can see the plastic has really yellowed, and so has the fan up here. And this was just from sitting outside without air conditioning on for a month, because it was fine until we shut the air off and basically moved into our house. But this is something I'm gonna have to tackle. I either have to replace these panels or I need to paint it. I've done the hydrogen peroxide thing, and yes, it does work, but it doesn't last very long. So this is a possibility, or definitely it needs to be replaced. It's going to be a project. The toilet, the base needs to be replaced. I'm sorry, not the base. Yes, the base. The base needs to be replaced. I have a replacement that we bought while we were still living in the camper. I have not installed it because I figured, the seal is just going to be sitting here for a while, and I'd rather not use it until we're ready to start camping again. But checking everything else out, the camper otherwise is in good shape. I miss camping. Looking forward to getting out again. Our bedroom up here, everything's the way we left it when we moved out. Oh, by the way, here's the window that I was talking about. I think it's leaking possibly from this area here because it's getting back behind the wall, and this wall kind of bowed out a little bit. So I don't know. The carpet was wet at times. Don't know where it's coming from because it isn't coming from the roof. I verified that this is all in good shape up here. So it's not like leaking behind there. So it's got to be the window, right? That's what I think. What do you guys think? Oh, and if you're curious about what the setting is, I've got this set for like 48% humidity in here. And it keeps it at pretty good 40, 48, 49%, maybe 50% humidity, depending on whether I'm in here yapping a lot, adding a whole bunch of hot air. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we put the effort into it to try to get this thing cleaned up the best that it can and get it back on the road and hit the campgrounds again this late fall, early winter down here in Florida? Or should we just pack it up, put it, list it for sale, and get it out of here? I don't know. What do you guys think?